everybody? Here I am again in Puerto Vallarta with another one of my video fishing reports. Now I've done 3 of these and I haven't gotten any of them up, so let me apologize first for not posting anything, and I know many of you out there really depend on these. So let's get started. The main bang for your buck right now is yellowfin tuna. We've got yellowfin tuna running 680 pounds. They're all over El Banco, which is a 12-hour trip. 10-hour trip might get you into them, but you're really going to need a little extra time because you need to find the fish. You got to move around a little bit, and they're running anywhere from what I call midpoint. That's the area right there, halfway in between El Banco and Corbatania. If you're an old timer, they used to call it bottles because there used to be a bunch of buoys out there, and the commercial fishermen would put bottles out there, and they would float and mark their buoys. So from bottles north to El Banco, and maybe even a little farther north than that, we're seeing 60, 80 pound yellowfin tuna. They're running with spinner dolphin, and if you can find the spinners, it's a no-brainer. You can expect 6, 8 of these tuna, and if you've been checking my fishing report, you'll know what I'm talking about, especially the one I just posted yesterday. And that's, to be honest with you, that's 90% of the story out there right now. Here we are, we just passed April Fool's Day, and we still have yellowfin tuna out there, and we probably shouldn't have had any for months now. So it's been ongoing. Best bang for buck is a 12-hour trip, 10-hour trip. We'll get you into it, but you really need that extra 2 hours because sometimes you gotta push a little water and move around out there. After that, I would say your next biggest bang for your buck would be right there at El Morro, which is about 28 miles out. That would be an 8-hour trip with us. Now on the backside, there's not a whole lot going on, so they've been doing a lot of bottom fishing out there. They've got pompano, which is very good tasting, and they will take a troll bait. But they've got pompano out there. They have snapper, and we're looking at some amberjack as well. So it's mostly bottom fishing out there. The water temperatures are still in the 70s, and actually they're right around 74. It depends on where you are. Some days it'll be 74, 75. We've got some strange currents. We're still looking at El Nino year here, so what are you going to do? So we're just reacting to what's happening out there. It's almost impossible to make any kind of predictions out there what's going to happen right now. So that's kind of like where we are. The area around Punta Nemita, they're still seeing Jack Rebels, Bonita, things like that, but you don't go out there for that. You can fish those in the bay for a whole lot less money and a whole lot less time. So you might see some rooster fish up there by Marinal Rock, which is up by Sayulita, but I haven't been getting any reports of that, so we're just going to leave that one alone. Coming back inside the bay is still the bay. The bay is great. Now the whales have been moving out. They all start to move out around the 1st of March, although whale watching tours stop at 1st of March, but they're still out there in the bay, so if you still want to go out there and do some of that, you can. Just let me know. And other than that, inside the bay, it's mostly Jack Rebels, Sierra mackerels. Forget about Dorado. If you caught a Dorado in the bay, you're one lucky son of a gun, if you know what I mean. And that's pretty much what's happening, but everything counts in large amounts, and you'll catch a lot of fish. You'll have a lot of action. So it's perfect for family fishing, but for the guy that wants to go out there and catch Dorado in the bay, that's not going to happen for a while, probably another 6 months. Okay, so we've had a really late summer kind of season. I don't really know if we call this a summer season, but we've got a lot of summer species, and it's been kind of late, so we'll kind of see what happens from here on. What we will start seeing here is, we're coming in the spring. To be straight up, if you're coming down here right now, this is April 2nd of 2024, and if you're coming down here right now from April, we're getting into a kind of a spring breed kind of thing going on. So the fishing gets slow. Some days there'll be a lot of fish out there. They won't take bait for anything. I don't know why. Other days they're just scooping everything up they can eat. We've got plenty of bait in the bay. That's not a problem. A lot of squid, a lot of shrimp, a lot of flying fish, goggle eyes, sardines, you name it. There's everything in the world's out there. So that's not really a problem with bait. What the problem right now is we're coming into breeding season. It can be a bit of a challenge. The good news about that is the season gets slow. People start going home, the weather starts warming up, and then we start seeing the fishing crew come down. And that'll happen probably around mid-July. And so from April to about mid-June, it's going to be mostly bay fishing. That'd be your best bang for your buck. A 6-hour trip out there would be perfect. you know. Now you can go out there and try deep water fishing, and there'll still be tuna out there. There'll be something out there. If you want to pay the time and you want to put in the time and pay the money, you know, we'll go out there and do whatever we can for you. But there's always tuna out there. One thing to remember is I have a real nice little, I shouldn't say little, it's a 30-foot Grady White. We put that thing out for 18-hour day. It goes out at 5 o'clock in the morning, comes back 8 o'clock at night, and it's a find the fish kind of thing. It's a real deal. Big motors, all that. It's 36,000 pesos. And if you're a tuna guy, you want to go out there and catch a bunch of these tuna, that's the way you want to go. Otherwise, we can do the other boats for 10, 12 hours and go from there. Right now, the weather is actually pretty fantastic. I mean, it's kind of hard to beat the weather right now. We will be coming into warmer and warmer days. Once we get to the end of May, it's going to be very warm. So if you're getting ready to come down, you want to avoid the heat, now would be a good time to come down. Other than that, you know, we're in the middle of Easter right now. They call it Pascua and Semana Santa down here. And it's a 2-week deal down here, so the traffic's crazy. So if you're here right now, you know what I'm talking about. But as soon as this gets over, everything calms down a little bit here in Puerto Vallarta. Price will be going down. But it's a good time to be down here because right after Easter and just before the end of May, it's kind of like a dead period where people stop coming down. You can save money. Airfares will be cheaper. Everything's just better all around. You have wonderful weather. It might be a little bit warmer than you might be used to if you're from a cold weather state. But it's very nice. So right now, that's kind of like what's happening. I can't get into too much detail. Listen, keep an eye on the webpage. We're going to be doing some shirts online. I've got a new distributor in California, and we'll be able to sell these things online. And I've got the yellowfin tuna trips. For those out there who don't know this, I've got a 65-foot Hatteras, and we're putting this puppy out for 2.5, 3.5, 4.5 day trips. And here's one for you. We're going out to Socorro as well. We will be the only company going out there as far as I know. And that's like the promised land for yellowfin tuna out there. If you know anything about Socorro, it's it's difficult to get to. It's basically protected, so it'd be around the fringes. We'd be living within the law. But the fishing is absolutely incredible out there, and if you're into it, you got the money, you got the time, contact me. We can make all this happen. I've got 2 of these now, and I've got my Grady White. So looks up. Let's see what we can do. In the meantime, that's about it right now. Here I am in Puerto Vallarta, one of my favorite restaurants. It's Los Alcatrazes. You get a chance to come down, try it. You'll see things on a menu here you've never seen before. It's kind of a Mexican-based restaurant, and it's actually my favorite place, so I'm here a lot. So I just got a coffee and everything, and so I'm going to go to breakfast. And in the meantime, if y'all have any questions about anything, feel free to call me, send me an email. I'll answer you the best as I can. And I guess that's about all I got for right now. So pay attention to the pictures after my spiel here. And like I said, feel free to contact me, and we're always here. And remember, when you go fish with masturbators, we won't jerk you around. So until next week, or next video, don't forget to kiss your fish, and enjoy your life, man. It's all about. Nothing's about work, pain, and frustration, right? Let's have a little fun once in a while. Talk to you later. Adios.
Grande.